Morning. I trust you're doing well today. How we doing? It's Monday. Come on now. You get to choose it. I can see some new faces on here. I'm excited about that. Come on. I see you, Danielle. I see you. I saw you over there. Hey, it's good to see you this morning. Let's start off with something good. Tell us something good. Come off mute. Raise your digital hand. What's something good this week? A win? Something you're grateful for? Anything at all? Who's going to kick us off today? Come on. Not everybody at once. I know it's Monday. Are you guys on the call this morning? There's no way nothing happened good this week. There's no way. Okay, there we go. Angela, go for it.
Yeah, good morning, Dusty. I'm here in Florida. We were in those storms this week, had worse damage here at my house than Sally, but I'm grateful that the Lord protected my house. Everything was easy to clean up and repair. Lost a few things, but all in all, I don't think there was any loss of life during those storms, and they were pretty bad here. So just praising God this week for protection.
Yeah, super thankful, Angela. Super thankful. Thankful to hear you're good. We can replace stuff, right? We'll go replace stuff. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, Angela, for all our Florida people. I know you guys got it good. We had it pretty rough last week. I think it was last week or the week before in Texas and kind of the Oklahoma area. So, Sharon, you go this morning. What do you got this morning, Sharon?
Well, I'm grateful to be here on this group for meeting you a few days ago, and I'm so excited.
Well, we're excited to have you. Thank you so much for being here. And it was so good to be I got to be in South Carolina this last week. This is a first for me. I'd never been to South Carolina. They welcomed me. I felt like I was at home. I didn't have to change my accent. They understood y'all and all that kind of stuff. So and then I'm back this week. I will be in North Carolina this week. So if you're in the North Carolina area, come on out to Ballantyne, North Carolina. We're going to be doing Define One Day out there. Ryan Gillen, go for it this morning, buddy.
Good morning, Dusty. Good morning, Define family. I have a particular real estate agent that I coach in my market center who just reactivated their license, got back into real estate. We immediately had some major breakthroughs in her business. And she went from 0 productions to getting her first deal under contract in less than a week for over $950,000. And from that, we got 3 other transactions from farming her local neighborhood from that. So it was just a really cool immediate breakthrough. Great introduction back into the market. So I was super excited about that.
Man, come on. Well, Ryan, way to lead her well. And congratulations to her. Getting out there and already putting some under contract and already having things following it. Okay. Hey team, if you're in the real estate business, can I promise you something? People are buying and selling houses. Okay. It's happening. All right. The question is, are they doing it with you? All right. So you got to make sure that you get out there, be in front of them, stay in front of them, be in relationship with people more than anything. Okay. Relationships are the currency. All right. That's what people are looking for. They want you to be in relationship, get to know who they are. Okay. I've said it before. I'll say it again. 3 key things Forbes tells us people are looking for: personal and customized. That's what we're looking for. They want it to know it's about them. All right. Okay. They want to make sure we're conversational. They don't want you behind your email and your text. They want to talk to you. All right. And they're asking for empathy. Empathy. Can you put yourself in their shoes and walk where they are? All right. Get out from behind your side of the table. Get behind their side of the table. See it the way that they see it. And it'll change the way you look at things. Okay. Amanda Boudreau, go this morning.
Good morning. One thing I'm grateful for today is that I'm closing on a listing that I have that has been so difficult to deal with in a divorce situation. So I'm just grateful that that is finally over. But I wanted to share one thing as well. Yesterday, besides just sending out the generic Happy Mother's Day text to past clients and whatnot, I made it a little more personal and was, like, I see you raising babies and, working in the home or working on your career, whatever. I got like over 90% return message, and I just kind of got in my feelings when I was doing it, and I started actually texting like other realtors that I know, and one of the responses, she and I are kind of similar situations. She's got a bunch of kids, I got a bunch of kids. We're just out here trying to make it, right? And she responded to me, this girl has 8 pending contracts. I have this one that is closing in an hour and 20 minutes. And she said to me that she could not wait to be on my level one day.
Hmm.
And another responded to me and was like, you're so inspiring to me. So I just wanted to share with everyone this morning that you never know how people view you. You may view yourself one way, but other people are looking up to you and they're watching you. So just keep going. And when you don't believe in yourself, know that other people believe in you and they want to be you, which totally blew my mind. But
Awesome, Amanda. Super cool. Hey, she's exactly right. People are watching you. And whether we know it or whether we don't. And on the note that Amanda just said to all our, hey, to every single one of our moms, hey, let me tell you something. I put this yesterday on Facebook. I watched my bride this year, be in physical pain, had a lot of just challenges that have made every day difficult, and she just keeps showing up, man. Like our kids, like they don't even have a clue, man. And I just want to say to all of you moms, what you do is at a whole other level, all right, than what we do. Okay, all right. Like y'all just have this, it's the way you see it, the intuition that you have, all the above, and you fight every single day. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for how you show up each and every single day. And your kids, I know sometimes that you don't think that they care, and I promise you that they do. So maybe they just won't see it till later. So happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. So I also know this can be a difficult day for many of us and many of you. So our thoughts with you in those days. So anybody else this morning want to share? Well, hey, let me tell you what we're talking about today. We're talking about defining your dreams. Come on now, defining your dreams. We're going to dig in deep to that today. Every single one of us on this screen and every single one of us out there on Facebook right now, which by the way, I'm so proud of myself that I figured out how to do this today. I mean, there are like 14 different steps now, and today we accomplished it. So I trust there are people out there on Facebook taking advantage of that because it was not easy for me to accomplish that. All right. So, but what we're talking about today is that you and I, every single one of us on the screen, we have dreams, yes or no? Right? We have dreams about our own personal lives. We have dreams for the people around us. We have dreams for our business. We have financial dreams and goals. And today we're really, really going to hone in on what does that look like. Maybe today you need to dream again. Maybe today you feel like you already missed the boat. Okay. Here's what I want you to know. Okay. The first thing we're going to talk about today is that I think we got to dream bigger, and we may have to dream again. All right. Everybody, if you don't hear anything else I say on the call today, hear this. You are not too late. All right. It's not over. You haven't blown it. You didn't miss it. Okay. If you're still here and you're still listening to this, you still have massive dreams ahead of you. And I want you to dream again. Okay. In a way, tell your heart to beat again. You tracking with me on this? So we're going to take a few minutes today, like we always do each week. We're going to journal for a few minutes. All right. I want you to write down what you're grateful for, who you're grateful for, 5 I am statements. Okay. Whatever your dreams are, I want you to go ahead and claim them. Are you with me? Because you and I get to put whatever comes after I am, and whatever comes after I am is going to come find us. So I want you to write it down. Okay. I sat in a bold room 13 years ago, and I wrote down, I desire to be happily married, and I want to have twins. For the record, both of those things have now happened. All right. And I don't even have anything to do with my twins. Okay. So I want you to put it down. Take a few minutes today. I want you to really think about that. Here's the question I want you to ask yourself. Okay. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want in your life? What do you want for your family? What do you want for your future? You are the one that defines it. What do you want? I want you to write it down today, okay? I want you to write down your dreams, all right? Here we go. Let's take a few minutes. Hey, that's the whole theme of today, team, is that you and I would start there today, right? Tell our hearts to beat again. Hey, let me ask you, have you ever had any seasons in your life when you thought maybe that was it? You ever felt like that before? Like you couldn't see out from where you are. Maybe that's where you are today. We're going to dig in today and we're going to talk about you dreaming. We're going to talk about maybe you dreaming again. Okay. And the way I want to make sure that we all understand it is first and foremost is that I firmly believe each and every single one of us were created to dream. And here's the reason I believe that. And I know that is because I've been a little kid. Anybody on the call ever been a little kid or known a little kid, right? At some point we were all little, okay? I'm still little. I just mean like my age was little, all right? That each and every single one of us at some point when we were little kids, we had these dreams, did we not? You remember them? We had these dreams, okay? I'll share this with you just real quick so you kind of see what I'm talking about here and what we mean by we all have dreams when we were little. So let me just show you a quick little snapshot here of what I'm talking about. Okay. If I can share my screen again, because right now it's not allowing me to. Thank you. But we will fix that. Here we go. It's coming. It's coming. Everybody hold tight. Here it comes. All right, here we go. Can you see this? Can you see this? Everybody got that? Everybody see those two little people on there? See this little thing over there on the left? Okay. That's Katie. Let me make it a slideshow so it'll be a little bit easier. So here you go. How about that? There it is. So that's my daughter. All right. Now she would lose her mind if she knew I was showing you this right now, because this was when she was about 7. Now she's 11. And now she would not, she has not showed up at my door in a long time like this, but this was a normal Tuesday at the Oglesby house that my daughter just, she opened the door when I came home from traveling, and this is what she looked like. Yeah. She got wings on and a cape, ski goggles. All right. She's riding a broom. Okay. She's got her blanket with her. She used to take that blanket everywhere she went. Okay. And this was just a Tuesday, my daughter dreaming. All right. I asked her who she was. She said she was Wonder Girl. I said, what does Wonder Girl do? And she very clearly stated whatever she wants to do. That was her answer. All right. Anybody ever want to do that? Okay. Here's my son. This was the day after Christmas when he was 7 years old. Came downstairs looking like this. Okay. I mean, we got a stormtrooper outfit on, Kylo Ren mask. We've got plastic golf clubs. I don't know what he was going to do with those. He's got his little backpack, right? In his backpack, he had a lot of snacks. I was very proud of him. Okay. He didn't have any underwear or anything to change into, but he did have some snacks. You know what I mean? When you were little and I were little, we used to dream like that. Okay. We used to think like that, what we wanted. The reason my son was dressed like that is he literally came down day after Christmas and I said, well, hey, what's going on here, brother? And he said, I'm going to the North Pole, Dad. Just going to the North Pole. I don't want Christmas to be over yet. All right. Just dreaming, thinking big. So I want you to think right now. I want you to go back to when you were like 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And I want to hear from a couple of you, or type it in the chat box. What did you dream about being when you were a kid? Come on, lay it out for us. What did you dream about being when you were a kid? Either come off mute or type it in the chat box. A famous country music singer. Okay, Amber Honeycutt. I see you. Come on now. President of the United States, Felicia, come on. Amanda Boudreaux, a doctor. Sarah Barrett, an Olympic gymnast. Becca, a mom. I love it, Becca. Crystal Baker, actress. Mariah, a mom. Own a bakery. Come on, Wendy. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, so we all had dreams growing up, yes or no? Something that we desired to be. Now, here's what happens as we get a little bit older. Anybody have life happen? Right? Maybe things didn't go the way you thought when you were 5. Anybody have that happen? Okay. I love it. Rhett said, I accomplished mine once I knew what I wanted to do. I was a 19-year-old kid. There you go, Rhett. I'm a 46-year-old kid. Okay. Here's my whole point in all of this, team. Nobody had to tell you to dream when you were little, did they? Anybody have to tell you, hey, you need to go dream? You just did it, didn't you? That's because you were created to dream. All of us were. We were created to think big, to have these big desires, okay? And what we're going to talk about today is I'm going to give you 6 phases of dreams. If you have not read this book, please go get it. It's called Created the Dream. It's by Rick Warren. He also wrote a book called The Purpose-Driven Life. That book changed my life. And so did this book, okay? But it talks about the 6 phases of dreams, and I want to give them to you today and walk you through each one of them, and then you identify exactly where you are, what phase you're in today, so that you know where you're going in order to be able to accomplish your dream, okay? Let's see. Oh, Amanda said she also wanted to be a figure skater, okay? But now you live in Louisiana. Not many figure skaters from Louisiana. Doctor, air stewardess, teacher. Ryan Holmes, my buddy, wanted to be an NFL quarterback. Yeah, you and I both came up a little short there, brother. The goal was there. The goal was there. Okay. Rhett, what do you got today, buddy?
Dusty, I'm about to have to step out of the meeting, and I just wanted to share something with the group really quick. I've been on vacation for, I don't know, about 12 days. I've had about 4 hours sleep, and when I called my son, normally every Monday morning she carries him to school so I can attend this meeting, but he made it very clear that he would like for me to take him to school this morning, which I'm going to do because I miss him greatly. But I just wanted to share this with the group really quick. We're talking about our dreams. And even the picture that's back behind me, I have that up there for a specific reason. I may have touched on this before on the 2 fish and 5 loaves to have 12 baskets of leftovers. The key to that story was that they had to be used in the first place. So I just want everybody on the call to know today that if you believe your gifts and talents are too small, it's all the more reason for you to use them, because it'll give glory to God in the way that they'll know that only He could take what it is that you have to create what it is that you'll achieve in your life if you'll do it. So I do. I hope God blesses all of you. Dusty, I love all of you and hope you have a great day and hope you didn't mind me sharing, brother.
Oh, man, I love it, brother. You go take that little brother to school. An awesome 12 days vacation, brother. I look forward to seeing you on our call here in a little bit, Rhett. Okay, team. So exactly what Rhett just said, right? The little things. Don't think it's too little. Don't think your dream is little. Are you tracking with me on this? All right. Whatever dream you have, it's big. All right. It's big. And so I want to walk you through the 6 phases today of dreams so that you can identify where you're at, so that you know where your next step forward is. All right. And the first phase literally is, everybody write it down, is just a dream, period. Okay. Just a dream, period. I think part of what we need to do on the call today is some of us may need to dream again. Like maybe you're not where you thought you'd be today. Anybody ever end up sometimes where you didn't think you'd be? Right? Okay. And maybe you desire to be somewhere else. You desire to do something else. And maybe inside of you, you've just lost the dream, the excitement. You know, one thing I can tell you, when I was growing up and I had my dreams that my mom or dad never, ever told me I couldn't. Okay. Now, maybe you grew up in a family that they did tell you couldn't. Okay. But I mean, when I was growing up, it was, hey, you can be anything you desire to be. Isn't it wild how people tell us that when we're 5 and 6, and then somewhere along the line, they stop telling us that? Have you noticed that? Okay. Nobody walks up to me today at 46 and like, you can be anything you want to be. They don't say that now. Right. But I still say that to my kids. Okay. And so maybe today where you are is you need to dream again. You need to put it back out there. Maybe you just need to recommit to the one that you already have. Maybe you thought it's not going to happen, or maybe you thought you're too late and you need to recommit to the one that you already had. Okay. So I want us to start there. Every single theme we have begins with a dream. I want you to write this down. You have to get an idea, a vision, a goal, and a target. You got to get an idea, a vision, a goal, and a target. And nothing happens until you and I actually start dreaming. Okay? So today, the reason I asked you in our journal time to write down what you want is just that. I want you to write down what you want. Okay? Can I tell you some things I've learned about life by having kids that I didn't know before kids? Okay? That's this. Kids don't take no for an answer. Have you noticed that, Sharon? Like they do not take no. I can tell my kids no, and it's like they did not even hear what I said, right? Like I was just giving them a suggestion, okay? Because they have in their head and in their heart what they want, and they don't take no for an answer. Let me tell you the second thing that they do, okay? They do get what they want. You with me? They get what they want, and it's because they don't stop. They firmly believe in it. And so they will find a way to get what they want. Amber Honeycutt, you're spot on. It's the best accountability ever. You put something out in front of your kids, you better get ready. They're going to hold you to it. Okay. We leave to go to Florida this Saturday because we went to Florida when my kids were 3 years old. And they said, Dad, can we go to Florida every year? And I said, yes. And did you know every year they remind me, hey, Florida, every year from 3 years old, they don't forget. Okay. They don't forget, like it's going to happen. All right. And so first things first, I want you to ask yourself this question. When did somebody tell you no and you adopted it? Okay. At some point along the way, somebody told you that you couldn't accomplish your dream, or people in our family have never done that before. Or maybe your world just kind of blew up a little bit and you stopped going after what you wanted. You with me? You ever done this before? Okay. Okay. First step, you got a dream. I want everybody right now to write down a dream that you have. Okay. Hey, here's the reason we're doing this, team. In coaching and in every class I've ever taken, we always talk about our goals. And everybody hear my heart. I love goals. All right. We've got to be goal-oriented people. The challenge we have with goals is we never get in relationship with the goal. What I mean by that is the goal isn't tied to a dream. Okay. It's just a goal. Well, the goal actually is a dream with a deadline. Okay. If I'm going to get to my dream, I got to get to the goal. Okay. There's going to be all these little goals that lead me to the dream. And the reason I say we don't get in relationship with it is this. I believe we don't have it tied to a dream, so we're not committed to the goal and we're not committed to the dream. All right. Commitment, the definition of commitment is literally this. I will do whatever it takes. That's the definition of commitment. I will do whatever it takes. Here's what I think. I think we have dreams, but I don't think we have the commitment to do whatever it takes. You with me? So when we talk about goals and dreams in our house, in the Oglesby house, we take it a step further. We talk about what it's going to look like to accomplish that. Okay? I don't ever tell them no. I tell them, hey, like if that's what you want, you can go get that. Right? Whatever, everything you guys put over in the chat box. If that's what you want, you can go get it. And it's going to require this level of commitment. Are you committed to that? Okay. My son had his first official golf tournament little gig this weekend. I was so proud of that little brother. They let dad caddy. I mean, this was a good moment for me, man. I was walking around with my son. I didn't care if he knocked it into the water. I didn't care, man. I just wanted to be there with him. I'm texting my bride. I'm like, how excited I am. But as we're walking the golf course and he's getting amped up about golf, he goes, Dad, like, what do you got to do to play at the Masters? I was like, okay, now we're talking. Now we're talking, okay, son, because you're the retirement plan. All right. And so I said, he said, could I do that? Absolutely, you can. Let's talk about the level of commitment, right? Like, we were walking. He had a little golf cart that had a caddy with it. You could roll it. I said, first steps first. You don't get to roll the golf cart in most tournaments. You got to carry your golf bag. You ready for that? You got to practice, right? You got to show up. So we walked through that. My question to you is, are you committed? Okay. I didn't squash his dream. I said, are you committed to go get it? That's step number one. Okay. Here's phase number 2. Write it down. Decision. You got to make a decision that now that I have the dream, everybody hear me, you got to draw a line in the sand and you got to burn the ships behind you. Okay. We got to, hey, you got to cut the net away. All right. We've got to make sure that we go all in for the dream. Everybody write this down. Nothing will happen with your dream until you wake up and put it into action. Nothing will happen with your dream until you wake up and put it into action. Okay, everybody hear me. Dreaming is a verb. All right? We've got to have action to the dream. You writing it down today will not accomplish it. That's step 1. Step 2 is we got to get a plan and then we got to go put it into action. Yes? Okay. Dreams don't just happen. I want you to write this down as well. Okay. For every 10 dreamers in the world, there's one decision maker. For every 10 dreamers in the world, there's one decision maker. Okay, everybody hear me. Whatever dream you just wrote down, you got to make a decision and you got to get into action to go after it. You got to make a decision and you got to get into action to go after it. You with me? Okay. And then I want you to write this down, and then you have to have what I call an even though I will kind of faith. Okay. An even though I will kind of faith. And the reason that I'm telling you that now is because the next 3 phases of our dreams are not fun. You want to know why we don't accomplish the dreams? Because it's not fun. We like fun. Yes? Anybody like fun? Okay. How many of you like to feel good? Anybody like to feel good? Okay. Can I tell you, in our humanity, 9 out of 10 times the way we make decisions is based on how we feel. So if it feels good, we do it. If it doesn't feel good, we don't. All right. I have a secret for you that's not really a secret. If you are going to accomplish your dreams, you are going to have to do things that don't feel good. You're going to have to show up when you don't want to. You're going to have to play the game when you're in pain. You with me? You're going to have to learn things that you don't know yet. You're going to have to persevere through difficult times. You're going to have to shut out the noise of everybody telling you you can't. Okay? I'm going to give you the next 3 phases, and they're going to require an even though I will kind of faith. All right, you with me? Even though this isn't shaping up the way that I chose for it to, I will not give up on my dream. Even though I was wronged, cheated on, lied to, it's not fair, I will not give up on where I'm going. You tracking with me on this? Don't let other people define where you end up. All right, here's the next 3 phases. Here's the next one. What's called delay. Delay. Rick Warren writes, when you are pursuing a dream, be ready. There is always a waiting period. Yeah. How many of you are like me and you like instant gratification? Anybody? Is that just me? Some of you just lying. That's fine. That's cool, right? We do, man. Like, this is the world we live in. We live in a world of, I want it and I want it now. Okay, everybody write this down. John Maxwell says this. He says, anything worthwhile is uphill. Okay? Anything worthwhile is uphill. Your dream is uphill. And he said, nobody goes uphill by accident. You have to make a choice to go uphill. And in going uphill, there's going to be delays. Okay? Can I tell you what's happening in the delay? You're learning and being taught. That's what's happening in the delay. Like, everybody hear me? You're not ready yet. You want to be ready. You want it now, but you're not ready yet. Physically, maybe we're not ready. Emotionally, maybe we're not ready. My heart's not ready. My mind's not ready. You with me? And in the delay, okay, we're learning and we're growing. Okay? We're learning and we're growing. Everybody write this down. There is beauty in becoming. I know, and everybody hear me. I know it does not feel like that. Okay? Like, I've had a lot of becoming in my life, and I haven't liked all of it. Are you with me? There's a beauty in becoming. Okay, another way we put it is, you and I get to write the music of our lives, and it consists of high notes and low notes. Okay? And it's both the high notes and low notes that create the beautiful thing called music. It's not just the high notes. Okay? Do you know what else creates music? Everybody write it down. Pauses create music. Do you know what delays are? It's just a pause. It's a pause in the song of your life. You tracking with me? So everybody hear me. If you're in a delay today, don't get discouraged. It's just a pause because you're getting ready for what's coming next. That's what a pause does. Okay? It's preparing you. You're becoming. Okay? Here's the next phase. You're going to love this one. It's called difficulties. Yeah. Anybody have any of those? Difficulties? Okay. Everybody write this down. Here's what Rick Warren says. He says, not only will you have to wait, okay, but you will have problems while you're waiting. Isn't that encouraging?
Is it on one of the rentals?
Isn't that encouraging? Thank you, Rick Warren. Like, hey, number one, if you want your dream, you're going to have to wait. There's going to be some pauses. Number two, just want you to know there's going to be some difficulties and some rough times in the middle of the waiting. Thank you. Thank you. Such encouragement, right? Can I tell you what he's doing right here in the book? He's doing this beautiful thing called telling you the truth. Okay? If everything worthwhile is uphill, then we got to know we're going to have some difficulties along the way. Okay? Now, here's the next part we got to know about difficulties, okay? Difficulties teach us, yes or no? Do they not? Okay, remember, everybody write it down. You and I don't get to choose every circumstance. We do get to choose how we respond to it. Your difficulties can be some of the best defining moments you've ever had in your life. How many of you can look back over the years and the difficulty, are you with me, is actually what prepared you for the dream? Okay, everybody know this. We don't get the dream without the difficulty. It just doesn't work that way. Okay, it just doesn't work that way. All right? And then here's the next phase. And this is why we have to have an even though I will kind of faith. Here's the next phase. All right? The next phase is called dead ends. We go through waiting. We go through difficulties. And finally, those two things weigh so heavy that we end up with a dead end. Rick Warren writes, he says, the situation deteriorates and it goes from what seems difficult to what we feel is impossible. You ever felt like that? Goes from what seems difficult to what we feel is impossible. Anybody on the call ever had a moment when you felt like, man, this is just impossible. This is just too much. A dead end. You with me on this? As I was preparing this last night and writing it out, it made me pause and look back on my life. And there are 3 times in my adult life, okay, 3 times in my adult life when I have found myself at a very heavy dead end. Okay. I remember one time very clearly being in a 1-bedroom apartment, and I walked into it and I did not have a bed. I had nothing to my name. Nothing. Hey, and can I tell you, it's because I had squandered it on my own. Like this, hey, dude, like everybody, this wasn't like somebody's fault. This was like Dusty blew it. All right. And I had this dead end moment. Okay. Had another one later, ended up moving in with my granddad. Okay. Again, didn't have anything. Okay. 3 times in my life have had moments just like that when I thought, man, this is a dead end. Okay. Maybe you woke up today and that's where you're at. Like, I feel like this is a dead end. I want to read to you what Rick Warren writes. Here's what he says. Okay. It's not me, so don't get mad at me. Here's what he says. He says, if this is the stage you are in, congratulations. Thanks, Rick. Thanks so much for congratulating me for being at a dead end. But he said, here's why you're congratulated. Because you're in really good company. Because every one of us on the screen and everybody out on Facebook is either in the middle of a dead end, or you've had one, or there's one coming. Okay? Because everybody hear me. If your dream is big enough, you're going to have to fight for it. Okay? If your dream is big enough, you're going to have to fight for it. And dead ends are not dead ends. Everybody write this down. It is not over when it's over. You tracking with me? It's not over when it's over. Unless we choose for it to be. There is something on the other side of it. Okay? He writes down, this is where you and I have to hold on to our faith in order to achieve the dream. Even though I feel like everything is against me, even though I'm in a 1-bedroom apartment with a blow-up mattress, okay? Even though everything seems like I can't find a light at the end of the tunnel, that I'm going to have a faith that gets me to that, because phase 6 is this. Everybody write it down. It's one word. It's deliverance. Deliverance. Come on now, that's got to excite you just to hear that, right? Okay? Everybody hear me. That means whatever phase you're in right now, you are going to be delivered from that phase. Okay? Wherever you are, that on the other side of it, okay, there's solutions. There's opportunity. That's where your dream is, on the other side of the dead end. Your dream is on the other side of the difficulty. Your dream is on the other side of the delay. All of these things are the beauty of becoming. Are you with me? All of these things are molding us, shaping us, creating us, bringing resilience to us. Okay? Let me give you a few words that happen in the delay and the difficulty and in the dead ends. One is faith. That happens. Faith happens in the middle of that, because you have to have it to get to where you want to go. Another that happens is perseverance. Okay? Here's a great word. How about grit? Grit. Like, hey, I'm just gonna keep going. You with me? Like, this is what I mean when I say little kids don't take no for an answer. Do you know why? They have grit. Okay? Resilience, write that word down. Did you know when you were little, you were resilient? My daughter about 4 weeks ago had her appendix taken out. At 2:45 on a Friday afternoon, sister had an appendix taken out. Okay. The very next day, she wanted to go to park day with her friends. She was amped up, ready to go. Okay. Sister had part of her body removed. And the next morning was like, can I go play with my friends? Can I tell you something that happens from the time we're 11 to whatever age you are now? I think we lose some of our resilience. Okay. Like just resilient. She doesn't know any different. You with me? You and I do. Like we adopt that pain, right? I would have been down for 3 weeks. Okay. I would have been asking, can my friends bring me food? All right. She's going, no, I want to go see my friends. I want to play at the park. Resilience. Okay. And becoming. That's what's happening. Becoming. All right. Maybe you're just not there yet. Maybe you haven't become who you've got to become in order to meet the dream yet. You with me? There's a beauty in becoming. Let's make sure we not miss it. All right. Those are the 6 phases. My question to you today is, which one are you in? Which phase are you in? And we got to make sure we keep moving forward in it. Okay. Keep moving forward in it. I'm going to show you one quick video. I've shown it to you before. It's been a while. It's Deion Sanders. And he talks about how you and I make sure that we have that resilience and we have that grit and we get to where it is that we desire to go. All right. So I'll show it to you just real quick and then we'll hop out of here.
See, my top plays happened at practice when no one was looking. My top plays happened in Fort Myers, Florida, when none of you knew anything about me. My top plays happened when there was no camera there. See, those are the plays you just caught on camera. Those weren't my top plays because I practiced like I played, so when I played, it would be practice. Yeah, you were supposed to clap right there because that was straight.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
Come on, get up to practice place.
So there's somebody out there right now, the light ain't on you, but keep making plays. Nobody's talking about you, but keep making plays.
That's right.
I know your sales numbers aren't where your friend is, but keep making plays. I know nobody's talking about you, and you're not on the leaderboard right now, but baby, keep making plays.
Hey, nobody says it better than Deion, right? Keep making plays. Keep making plays. Hey, and Mariah, the answer is it is absolutely possible to be in both 1 and 5 of the phases. We have different dreams, and we're going to be in different phases at different times. There are areas of my life where I am in dead ends, where I'm in delays. Other areas I got to dream again. Other areas where I've already experienced what that deliverance looks like. Okay. That I get to live in it. So let's hear from some of you today as we wrap up. What are some of the ahas you have or questions or anything? Ashley, you've got your hand up. Go for it, Ashley.
Dusty, does he talk at all in the book about what it looks like if you've achieved the dream that you thought you had and not getting complacent and not just watching the dream slip away because you're no longer doing the steps and the activities that got you there?
You know, that's a great point, Ashley. He does not talk about that, no. And yet I think it's something for us to dig into because I think we all do it, right? Anybody on the call get complacent? Anybody on the call get to that point where you desire to be and then maybe you lose sight of it? Okay. Because I think what we miss sometimes, to Ashley's point, is just because we achieved the dream and got to deliverance doesn't mean we're on easy street now. Yes or no? You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, hey, I made it. I'm done. Right? It doesn't work that way, right? Because we have to continue to live in the dream. So Ashley, I love that. And I'm going to reach out to him because I think he should write another one on that. Okay. Or you should. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's do that. Jana,
In
how
my
about
spare time, I'll be sure to do that.
That's right. You have tons of spare time right now, Ashley. So go write that book. Ashley's a mom of 4. Okay. Come on now. Mom of 4. She got some moving parts over there. Thank you, Ashley. Jana, how about you? What do you got?
Hey, Dusty. I'm with my daughter, Andy, and she has something she wants to say.
Go, Andy.
Tell her. Say it loud. Say it louder.
The choices I make me.
Say, today I choose
Today I choose
to make good choices.
to make good choices.
Why? Choices I make.
Make me.
Yeah.
That's our daily information.
Oh, Jana, that just, man, that stirred my heart. Come on now. And what is your name, Andy?
Oh, we're shy now. Yes, Andy.
Andy, I'm super proud of you. And that is exactly right. You choose to make good choices today because the choices you make you. Okay. Can you say yes, come on? Can you do that?
Yes, come on.
I'm not going that far. Jada, thank you so much. Hey, how about that? Andy, how old are you?
5.
5. Hey, there you go. Going after what she wants, right?
Yeah, she's listening to you. If you put on the call, they'll listen.
I love it. I love it. Y'all give Andy a big hand. Come on, world changer right there. Thank you, Andy. You just made everybody's day on this call, Andy, and you don't even know it.
Oh, sweet girl.
Great
Thank you,
job.
Dusty.
Thank you, Jana. Thank you. Stephanie and then Aziz. Go, Stephanie.
All right, good morning. When you were talking about pauses and delays, I was thinking, you know what, pauses in life, they're necessary. You know, as we continue to go through life, and even though when we go through them and we're stopped and we're slowed down for whatever reason, it's necessary. It's giving us an opportunity to regroup, rethink, restructure, and all of that. So I was like, you know what, it is necessary, because it's almost like when we're driving and we come to these speed bumps, those are pauses. When we're driving and we come to these stoplights, those are pauses for me.
That's right.
So I was just thinking, you know what, pauses in life are just necessary. That's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, come on. That's good, Stephanie. That's good. Everybody write it down. There is purpose in the pauses. Okay? Purpose in the pauses. Hey, think about how many times you may have been in a bad situation if you had not had the pause. You with me? Okay. Aziz, wrap us up, buddy. What do you got, brother?
I got a couple things. One for Ashley. Expand the dream, make it bigger.
Yeah.
You know, if you've reached it, you know, there's more for you to do. Second thing is perspective is so important. I heard a story where a lady had stage 4 cancer, and she was going through treatment with flying colors. She was always happy. She was always jovial. And they asked her, you know, how did you get this perspective from having stage 4 cancer, the worst cancer you can get? And she said, I thought there were 10 stages.
Oh, wow. How about that? She said, I thought there were 10 stages. Perspective. Well said, Aziz. That's a great way to think about it, right? Great way to think about it. Yeah. She thought there were more phases coming. How about that? Hey, I trust this was helpful for you today. Yes? Okay. I want to remind you today that nobody defines your dreams for you. Just you. Okay. So whatever you wrote down on that piece of paper today, you have everything inside of you to go get it. It will not be easy. You're going to have delays. You're going to have difficulties. You may feel like you are at a dead end, but I want you to remember what Rick Warren says when you get to a dead end. He says, congratulations, because on the other side of that is where the deliverance is and where your dreams are. Okay. I love you guys. Bless you. We will see you next week. Go ahead and keep in mind, 2 weeks from today is Memorial Day. We will not have a call that week. Okay, so we will have a call next week. We will not have a call in 2 weeks on Memorial Day. Okay, I want to make sure you spend time with your family and your friends. All right, love you, bless you. We'll see you soon. Take care. Great job. Thank you for being on. Go get them today. Let's go.